Nintendo. Welcome to another episode of Shelby 85. Today we have a really special episode for everybody today. We are in the basement of a Thunder Bay, Ontario man who has an incredibly impressive Nintendo collection. He has over 400 different, that's right, over 400 different NES games. Now we'll be talking with this man, going through his incredibly impressive collection with him. He's going to teach us some different things about us as well as show us around. So stay tuned and enjoy. Alright guys, now I have Larry here. He's the owner of this amazing, incredible Nintendo collection that you guys just seen. He's going to of course run through things with us, and we're going to ask him a few questions. Welcome to Shelby 85.
Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Larry. I have 401 different Nintendo games. So we'll get started. First of all, this is Action 52. I bought it brand new in the shopping network in the early 80s. And now it's worth approximately $600.
That's pretty impressive. You had that Nintendo game since it first came out?
First came out brand new. I bought it brand new. I have a lot of good expensive games here. There's Punch-Out!, the Japanese version, of which I'll show you in a second. It's worth, there's only 10,000 made. So we'll get started.
Good.
This is my Punch-Out!. There's only 10,000 made, and it was for the golf tournament in Japan. So this is a really rare game. As well as I have another rare game right here. I'm going to show you. This one is Bubble Bobble 2. It's one of the most rarest games. And to tell if it's a fake or if it's real before you purchase it, there's a few things you should know. First of all, on the end it says TM, which is trademark. Look for the trademark. It says TM. And next, open this game up to literally see if it's real. First of all, it's a 3-screw. The 3-screw has a hinge that opens up. And the way you can tell if it's real is you open it up, flip it over, and it'll say on it NES. That's NES, so that's original game. And now I'll show you the difference. My next one. And plus the screws, you have to use a special hexagon for the screws. It's not a regular screw, it's a special screw. If you have a hexagon or a regular screw, it's fake. Now, this one here, it's called Little Samson. Very, very rare, worth about $1,500 to $2,000. But this one here, it has no TM for trademark. And it's, when you open it up, flip it over, and it says WinBand. It does not say NES. So, my conclusion, it's fake. And the difference here too, in the pins, this pin is separated, that's a full pin. Real, that would be fake. And my third one, this is called the California Raisins. It's also a 3-screw. And the reason why I could tell it's fake is because the screws are Phillips. It's a Phillips screwdriver. It's not a regular common screwdriver. It's a Phillips. When you get a Phillips screw, it's fake. Open it up. Here you go. ReproStage.net. It's a reproduction. Reproduction all the way. So that's how you can tell. If you ever come across a game that has regular screws, don't buy it unless you want for personal use, but not for a collector's item. This is the 17 original games that Nintendo first started out with. Mostly all of them are 5-screw. They're called Black Label. 5-screw. First original games ever made. There's 17 of them. And that's them. Yeah. And there you have it. 17 Black Label games. Black Label started out, and that one. Black Label started out with 5-screw, and then later they converted to 3-screw. And the reason why they did that is because they wanted to save money on the screws, and it was easier to repair a game. You'd have to take the 3 off, and the hinge, there's a hinge. So whenever you see a game with a hinge, it's automatically a 3-screw. If there's no hinge, then it's a 5-screw. That's the difference between a 3-screw and a 5-screw. 3-screw has the hinge where you open it. 5-screw, you have to open it all and take the whole casing off. So that's the difference. But there's 30 Black Label games all together. Some are 3-screw, some are 5. They're mostly 5-screw. And there's a dispute whether there's 35 or an actual 30. Do you notice how the labels are on an angle here? Every label is on an angle. And this one here, Kid Icarus, Meteor, Meteoroid, and Donkey Kong, they're also in exactly the same angle. So they're considered to be part of the Black Label family. Nintendo contracted out in the early years prior to 1990. These games, this one here is from American Video. This one here is from Activision. It's all made for the Nintendo system, but it's not a Nintendo game. And this was Color Dreams. It's another one. This is actually a rare game. They're all classed as in the Nintendo family, but they're not made by Nintendo themselves. These games here are over 80 to 98% rare. So these are the rarest games I actually own. This is called a Famicom. It's a Japanese version of the Nintendo system game, and it cannot be played on any NES game unless you have a Famicom adapter. Now you can get Famicom adapters in certain 5-screw only games. I have one in Stack Up and I have one in Duck Hunt, and you could tell that there's Famicom inside by the weight. If you pick up a regular Nintendo game, it's lighter. These are heavier. Now to convert, I have them taken apart to show you. This is a Stack Up together, and this is the Duck Hunt that's taken apart. Now all you have to do is just take this off of here, take this part off of this part, and put it inside the machine like that, and then it goes into the gaming system just like this. You don't have to have no cover or anything. Put it into the gaming system like that and you're good to go. That's all you have to do, and it'll play Punch Out. It'll play Punch Out instead of your regular the regular Duck Hunt. And that's all you have to do if you ever have a Famicom and you're not too sure how to play it.
Guys, that was the incredibly impressive collection of Larry's. He definitely taught us a lot about NES's. I'd like to thank him for opening up his basement to us and taking us on this definitely magical tour of his NES collection. We'll definitely keep you guys posted and updated on the collection as he adds to it and whatnot. But before I leave, of course you guys know here at Shelby85 we do post a lot of skateboarding videos. We do a lot of skateboarding, and I couldn't help but notice he has these two games here. One's Skate or Die, and then the other one is of course Skate or Die 2. I definitely noticed that, and I'll show you guys that as well. I think that is 1980, a 1980s famous skateboarder Gator on the cover of it, or at least it appears to be. So definitely thumbs up on that one. And once again, thank you to Larry for having us here in your basement, and we'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for joining us, and have yourselves a great day.
Yeah, so you have to show me finished product, man.